Welcome to this short video. Today it's about chatting with diagrams, and the idea was to create a Gradio web application in combination with the Python library diagrams. That Gradio web app is connected to my Ollama server, which is hosting, let's call it large language model zoo. And those models I'm hosting are open source models like Qwen3 or those models from Meta. All this goes into that web application, which is an AI assistant, enabling you to generate those diagrams just by chatting with the assistant, and at the end it's diagrams as code. So here we go. This is the small web front end. So here we have the list of large language models from which I'm able to choose. So I use Qwen3, 32 billion parameters. Here we have the system prompt editor. So here's our system prompt telling the AI assistant to create code for those diagrams. You are able to edit the system prompt and to save it, and then you have that history here. And by selecting one of them and pressing the load button, that selected system prompt gets loaded. In the tab governance rules, here we are able to select those nodes we are allowed to use in our diagram. And it creates such a long string with those elements telling the large language models which elements are allowed in our diagram. Then we have the AI Assistant Settings tab. So here we are able to set the context size and, for example, the temperature. Now, going back to the tab chat diagram, I have prepared a prompt. I just paste it in here. So it's telling the large language model to create a diagram for a CRM system and to use AWS services. And everything is running on my server at home. So here we see the GPU is running and working, and on the left side we have that think process of Qwen3. Well, I'm not the perfect HTML, CSS developer, so that's why the text is running out on the right side. But anyway, here we see that the Python code gets generated, which then will be executed to create that picture of that diagram. From time to time it fails. So I have to optimize the system prompt and maybe my governance rules, but in most cases it's working, so we will see. Here it is. And now you see we have a diagram history here. So when we now tell the assistant, please add a load balancer into the architecture, hitting the enter button, it loads in the back end that code of that diagram, and then it inserts it into the next prompt that it has to use that code of the diagram. And now the user wants to add a load balancer. So now you see that thinking process that the LLM is trying to add a load balancer into that architecture. Below here, we have the idea of reference architectures. So by clicking, I don't click yet on them because the process is running, but by clicking on one of those pictures here, the reference architecture gets loaded, and then you are able to chat with that reference architecture and to enhance it, to change it via the chat box here in co-working in a co-working process with the AI. So it's in a very, very early stage, that idea of that solution. So I'm not sure if we need some more manual steps here, like drag and dropping those elements into the diagram. But for first draft, for first demo, I really like it, and I thought, so let's show it to the world and maybe get some feedback of if that idea in general is a good idea and worth of more digging into it, optimizing the system from the governance rules and maybe the application in the back end as well. And to highlight some problems, the system prompt is not really good. So we have those elements which are not connected to anything. So there I would say is a rule missing, that such an architecture is not allowed and makes maybe no sense. So a way to go. But that's the current version. And if you like it, press thumbs up, and I would be happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel, and see you again in one of the next videos. Bye bye.